My name is Dan with Dan's Holloway. Today we're going to talk about how you build an SOP. So we're not going to go over a specific SOP. We're going to say how we can build this for the service-based industry. So what are SOPs? Standard operating procedures. What in the hell does that mean? Okay, it's just essentially what you do and how you do it. Okay, you need to talk about it, you need to understand it, write it down. It's going to make it easier for training, all of the above. So there's 3 types of SOPs and you need to know about all of them. Okay, verbal, written, and video. So verbal is just very easy, like, hey, this is me telling you how to do it. This is a training exercise. This is how we do furniture. This is how we take out appliances. This is how we deal with all of these cinder blocks. Whatever the situation is, the SOP is going to be important for you, so that way it's easily understood and training. Okay, next we're going to go into written. Written, write it all out, have all of your information, and you can give it to people and you can be like, here, read all of this. It's going to make it easier to where you don't have to say it over and over again, because as much as we'd like to have employees stay with us forever, it's just not the case. Okay, so you got to be able to train over and over again. It's constantly investing into your employees. Video. What we're doing right here, right now. Make a video, make it easy for people to understand. You can share it. You can just be like, here, watch this real quick, and it's their training, all right? An SOP is meant to make your life easier as the business owner. So don't underestimate these things. If you're coming across situations and problems and the same thing over and over again, you need to write this stuff down. What do you need to make an SOP? All you really need to know is just how to do the job. So you being the business owner is going to make it super easy because you do this inside and out. You know how things work, okay? So you have to break it down by the job or the niche. It's very specific. It's not broad, okay? So you can't just make an SOP for your entire business. It's going to be multiple SOPs that are going to create your business, okay? It's not a black and white structure. It's gray, it's purple, it's yellow. There's all sorts of colors involved because, you know, you selling on the phone is different than you picking up furniture. Picking up furniture is different than driving. You know, there's so many different aspects to your business. You know, what do you do in the dump? What do you do at donation? What do you do at your location or your warehouse? Whatever it is that you do and how you do it, you need to have an SOP for it. Breaking down the job. What do you do? How do you do it? All right. So breaking down the job is going to you need to create the entire situation, okay? From once you get there to all the way when you're finishing, okay? So there is a very consistent thing that happens every single time, okay? You walk up, you address the customer, you do your customer service, you do your walkthrough, you take everything, you strategize, you load it up, you pack it, you take payment, and you leave, right? That is the same thing that you do every single time. That is something that you write down, all of it. Now, this is when it gets into the fun part, okay? So an SOP isn't just what happens on the job in the sense of the consistent things, but what are the problems that happen? What are scenarios that come up, okay? So this is where you bring up all the what ifs and the contingencies, okay? So what if and the contingency. You can't just criticize without the constructive criticism, okay? Otherwise, it's just a criticism, all right? So solve the issue with the problem, okay? What is the question? Have the answer. What is the question? Have the answer, okay? So let's just break this down into a little bit, okay? So we take furniture. Let's use furniture as the example. Furniture is all the same, but what if it doesn't fit? So you're taking it out and it doesn't fit out the door. You're taking it out, it doesn't fit out up the stairs, okay? How else could it have gone in there? Does it need to go out the window? Is there a walkout basement? Do you need to break it? Was there a construction that happened after the fact? All of those things you need to have written down there so that way we can address each problem as it comes up, okay? What if you damage a wall? What if something breaks on accident? You know, there's all of these contingencies that you need to answer along with what's going on with your business, okay? This is going to make it super easy here, okay? Because the ultimate goal with SOPs is to where when you have problems, you're not having the same problem over and over again. What happens when you get to a job and you fill up your truck? Can you go to the next one? Do you have to unload? What happens if you go to the dump and it's full and you can't even do anything, or the line is 2 hours long? You know, there's all of these questions. What if you go and donate and they can't take anything? Do you keep on going to different donation centers? What is your process for those contingencies, okay? You need to understand everything. It's not just black and white, this is what we do. What about all the gray areas? What about the purple? What about the yellow? What about the green? You need to understand everything from your business, top to bottom. This is how you train, this is how you get proficient, and this is how you copy and paste and make it the same product over and over again.